Try again.
Alright,
Don't shut him right out.
hands and eyes.
Okay, we know y'all made some yesterday, let's put them away.
I'm trying to run my garbage. Garbage is over there.
Okay,
Get the rubber thing out of the way.
we are about to start a lesson, excuse you, we're about to start a lesson on flight. And the first thing we want to go over are our content objectives and our language objectives. So let's look up here, eyes up here. Our content objectives, students will, that's you, you will explore flight using models and online simulations, which is going to be fun. Explain how an aircraft overcomes its weight and the push of air to fly. Okay? Your language objectives, students will, you're going to discuss and label the different control surfaces of an airplane with a partner. Read and write to complete a vocabulary foldable, so we're going to make a foldable, and predict what your plane needs to fly. Okay, so I know y'all worked a little bit on planes yesterday. We're going to work some more on them today in this classroom. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is watch a video, and we're going to watch it one time. Well, we're going to watch it twice, but the first time, what I need you to do is to get out a sticky note and a pencil from your box, and that's all you need. Put everything else away. Okay, I'm sorry, we are on there. Okay. One sticky note, one pencil. Raise your hand or thumbs up when you're ready with one sticky note, one pencil. Thumbs down is fine with me too. Okay, now listen to what I want you to do with your sticky note. While we're watching this video on flight, I want you to be listening. I want you to be listening for some important words. If you hear an important vocabulary type word that has to do with flight, will you please write it down on your sticky note? And then we're going to talk some more about those later, okay? Everybody got it? All right, here we go. Oh, do we have a host? Uh-oh, hold on. Technical difficulty.
How does flight work? From TJ. Well, birds and bugs can fly by flapping their wings because their bodies are so light. Airplanes are too heavy for that, so they need to rely on a different technique. There are four forces that affect a plane: weight, drag, lift, and thrust. Weight is the downward force that Earth's gravity exerts on all objects. Drag is the resistance of air against anything that moves through it. If you've ever walked against a really strong wind, you've felt the force of drag. Weight and drag both work against a plane's ability to fly. And that's where lift and thrust come in. Lift is just what it sounds like, an upward pull. And thrust is any force that moves a plane forward. In order for a plane to be able to fly, lift has to be greater than or equal to weight. To move forward, thrust has to be greater than or equal to drag. Thrust can be generated by propellers, jets, or rockets. Well, lift is a little bit trickier. Most planes' wings are built in a shape called an airfoil, similar to a bird's wing. As it moves forward, the airfoil's curved shape makes air passing above the wing move faster than the air passing below. Fast-moving air has lower pressure than slow-moving air, so the higher pressure below the wing overcomes the plane's weight, pushing it up into the low-pressure zone. The airfoil shape also lessens the wing's drag by causing air molecules to stick close to its surface. This streamlining means less drag and more lift. For thrust, most small planes use propellers, but bigger planes are usually powered by jet engines. Jets suck air in the front of the engine and spit it out the back. This powerful action and reaction forces the plane forward. Parker here is a flight instructor, and she's going to show us how
I know you heard a lot of vocabulary words, or different words that we can discuss. Would anyone like to share a word that they heard that they thought was, and was important in the video? Okay, Brian? Thrust. Okay, good. Wait, very good. Lift. Y'all are awesome. Drag. Very good. Any others?
Raised elevators.
Raised elevators. Okay, we may be working with some elevators today. Okay, so we're going to focus on. It's pretty awesome that y'all came up with the main four that we were going to discuss today. Let's look at the word drag. Drag. Based on the video that we watched, can anyone give me what you think? Well, first, turn to your neighbors and talk about what you think drag is, based on what you saw in the video. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Drag is the force that makes an airplane go back and makes it stop.
It's okay, as long as you wrote it. What did y'all say? What did y'all decide drag meant? Very good. Okay, what I'm hearing is drag is the force that's pulling you back. Okay, so drag is a backward force. Okay?
And she remembered from the video that the wind, it's hard to walk against the wind.
That's right. Right. So so we're going to take this one up for one of our vocabulary words. I want you to turn to your elbow partner and talk about what you think lift means, because that's the next word we're going to talk about. Lift. Go.
Lift is the power that makes
Lift. Here's the
the airplane
word.
go
Lift.
up.
You have the right motion.
It's like it uses the elevators
Elbow
to
partner.
make it go up.
Elbow partner. Elbow partner.
So looking at
does lift mean?
An
upward force.
What kind of definition could we write from?
I know it.
Would we still
Yes. Can I answer it?
say what?
You might need a little more time. All right, lift. What do you think lift means?
An upward force.
An upward force. Raise your hand if you agree. Okay, pretty much everyone agrees. Yes, lift is an upward force. So lift, we're thinking lift, the airplane's lifting. Dragging, we talked about just a second ago, meant that the airplane was, what? Remember? Lift is going up. What did we say about drag?
It makes you stop.
It was more of a backward force, so going back like the wind is pushing it back. Okay? The next vocabulary word we're going to look at is weight. I heard someone mention that one earlier. Amongst your whole group, talk about weight. What you think weight means.
Peso.
I saw you trying to look. Weight.
It is. What do you think that has to do with?
What does weight have to do with an airplane?
¿Quién juega hoy?
It's something force. Something
Es
force.
algo pesada como una palabra.
I know it.
Un motor.
What do you think weight is? What is weight?
Puede ser una fuerza que te lleva.
Of someone? What about in this case?
We're talking about weight of an airplane.
Weight of an airplane. Good.
The weight that makes it go up.
No, it makes you go up.
Why? Why?
We've had a backward
This is
force,
the
we
heaviness
had an
of
upward
something
force,
that
so think about how
with gravity.
weight would relate to the airplane. Backward force, upward force, what would weight be? Yes, ma'am? Downward force, very good. So this time we're thinking down. So that's what's pulling the airplane down. Excellent. Okay? Boys, now we have one more word. Okay?
We do?
I was just talking to the people who were Still talking about weight, I'm sure. Okay, the next word, last word is thrust. They told me they can see through, so I have now. Thrust. Remember, we used a backward force for drag. Lift was
Yeah. So how could we write
Lift was an upward force. Weight was a downward force. So think about what thrust would mean. Talk to your elbow partner this time.
Now that backward force, not an upward force, not a downward force, but a
Come on, without cheating this time.
Forward force.
What?
Forward force.
Maybe. Maybe you're right.
Hey, I told you.
No, I was with authority.
What did y'all say? What kind of force did you think it was?
Forward force.
Forward force. Very good. So it's a forward force. So you're thinking about the airplane going forward. Okay. So remember how I told y'all I was a third grade teacher? Let's think about this. Stand up. We can move our bodies for a second. All right. Think about drag. All right. So we're going to be, like we're going against the wind. And we're trying to move forward, but we're not. We're kind of dragging back, like y'all do on the way to the outside sports. Okay. All right. Look at the next one. Eyes up here. Now we're thinking of lift. Show me what lift would look like. Lift. All right. Good. Good. Like someone just scored a goal. Lift. Okay. And then now we're thinking of weight. What kind of force is that? Show me. Downward force.
Good at that one.
Okay. And remember thrust. Show me what thrust would look like. Going forward. A forward force. Okay? Thank you. Have a seat. Then you're going to fold another triangle into the middle. Basically, you're making another square. To the back of the plane, to the bottom of the plane, to the front of the plane, and to the top of the plane. That's going to be, and if it's not perfect, please don't worry about it. Just the best you can. Best you can.
I can step on.
Looks like a diamond over there. A mí no me parece que me parece como una Big Mac.
Okay.
No Big Mac.
Okay, anyone need more time? Raise your hand if you need more time in folding. Okay. Get one marker. Quickly get one marker. Quickly get one marker. It doesn't matter what color. Favorite color?
What are you doing, honey?
Got one marker? Need help?
Does it look like this? This is what I need. There's like one part is like it's not gonna be perfect. It's fine though. It's still gonna be the same kind of foldable. You're good.
Okay. Okay, so if we're thinking about our vocabulary words, everybody have their marker? Okay. If we're thinking about our vocabulary words, if you notice, each of these corners of your square is pointing to a certain part of the plane. Okay, so let's look at this first corner. Look up here. It's pointing to the front of the plane. Which vocabulary word, you can use it up here, talk with your table about which vocabulary word you think this flap pointing to the front of your airplane would be.
Wait, where do we
Talk to your table. Don't write anything yet. Just talk to your table.
So you think it's thrust?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Like start an airplane, you wouldn't hold it. I think you wouldn't hold it from here. Start the airplane.
That's not just your better.
No, you're thrusting.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Alright, so what is hitting the front of the plane when the plane is trying to go? Drag. Okay, so listen. With your marker, write drag on the outside. Drag. It's up here on the board. D-R-A-G. Drag. On the inside of that flap, write. What are we going to write? What do you think we're going to write?
The definition.
Very good. Which is what? A backward force. Excellent. On the inside of your flap, we're writing the definition.
On the inside.
On the outside, put the vocabulary number.
You're doing good. Okay, so we've done.
Put the definition inside.
Okay? Ready? What about, let's do the bottom. Let's do the bottom flap. Talk to your elbow partner this time. Which vocabulary word would this be?
What's coming up from the bottom? Which one's coming up from the bottom? There you go.
It's opposite.
Where's weightlifting?
Oh, wait.
Top. Grab it.
Okay, good.
So from the bottom, we get what?
From the bottom of the plane, think about what you're getting.
What are you going to get from the bottom of the plane, Brian?
All right, everybody,
Christian.
what do you think? Lift.
It's pushing
Very
up.
good. So write
Lift.
lift on
Okay.
the outer flap. Inside, what is lift? And upward force. Thank you. That's what's lifting up the plane. The air underneath.
Is it going over here?
You just don't like writing.
Way to demonstrate that. And you know the drag force is coming against us.
Okay.
The drag goes first, because the plane's trying to go in the
All right, let's finish this up. The back of the plane. The part pointing towards the back of your airplane.
Rust.
Talk to your group quickly.
Rust.
What's push? Yeah, that's right. What's pushing your plane forward?
What force are we gonna call that? So what's that, what's the vocabulary word? Yes.
All right, what force is pushing your plane forward, everybody?
Thrust.
Thrust. Write it. And inside, we're going to write the definition. Thrust is
Forward.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Forward.
A forward
Force.
force. Excellent. And I wasn't necessarily doing them in order, I just figured you could handle it. All right. Doing good. Last one.
Wait.
The top of your airplane. What force is working on the top of your airplane? Talk to your group. Y'all are smart. It's the last one left.
It's
Brian. All right, everybody, what is it? What force?
Weight.
Weight, and weight is
A downward
downward force. Very good. All right, so as soon as you finish that, in about 10 seconds, you can just put this under your seat or something. Out of your way.
Unless you need to refer to it.
Yeah, you're welcome to refer to it during the rest of the lesson.
Stick it in your journal.
Where's all